So the easiest way to recognize a Mississippi question is when it is an actual word with repeated letters. That's probably the most common identical objects. But sometimes they'll say, I have other objects that are the same and I want to arrange them. And this one is probably the most hidden one. Graham walks 8 blocks from his home to the library. He always walks 4 blocks east and 4 blocks south. Okay, so I'm going to draw my 8 blocks, 4 blocks this way, 4 blocks this way. He's walking, right, north, south, east, west. He's always walking east and south. Does that make sense that his home is here, the library's down there? So one way we could do this is we could just like draw possibilities. Now Graham's pretty smart, right? He always will get closer to the library because he's always going, you see how I've gone 4 to the east in this situation and 4 to the south? That would be one possibility. He is never going to do this. He's not going to go, oh, where the heck is the library? I know it's around here somewhere. There it is. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I got there. Like, this is not a possibility because Graham is pretty smart. He's always going closer and closer to the library. But if you try to be systematic and like, okay, I've got 1 here, I got 1 here, I've got this one. Can you see yourself? Oh my goodness, I am lost. How close am I? All of these are good. Which one? Obviously, I've never done that one. Oh, I haven't done this one. I'm lost. How many am I at? Okay. But if you take one of those and write it out, this is south, 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 east, 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 east. And every time I rearrange those letters, right, it's a different route. Like if I take these letters and rearrange them, that makes a new route. East, east, south, 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 east, east. That's a new route. And we see this is like a Mississippi question. Normally, if they were all different letters, it would be 8 factorial. But we have to divide by 4 factorial, 4 factorial to get our answer. Which happens to be, I'll take a peek. Oh, maybe I won't. 7. But I'm going to show you something cool with this question as well. Is there is a systematic way to count it. And a little bit of pattern recognition, and starting off with thinking of the library, right? If the library was right next to him, can you see that there would only be one way to get there? One path. In fact, even if the library was 2 blocks, there's still only one way to get there. Because there's only one path. Does that make sense? And there would be only one way to get here and one path to get there. As long as Graham isn't stupid and does loops and mixes up things. There's only one path. And similarly, do you see that all of those would be one path? I used to live so close to the school that if I wanted to walk to the school, I only had 2 pathways that I could go. Which made, like, I couldn't be excited about how I would walk to the school and be there. But if the library was here. Can you see that there would be two different ways to get there? And if the library was here, I could go once this way, and once this way, 3, similarly 3 there. I want to see if you can figure out the pattern and tell me, I'll give you the easy pattern first. Tell me these two and these two next. Any guesses? Looking for a pattern. What this one will be. And what this one will be. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an easy pattern. But now there's another pattern that you can see, and you can tell me what this number is if the library was here. Any guesses? It's not 5. It's not 8. 8 is too many. 6. Okay. See if you can see the pattern. What do you think this one's like? It's not 9. 10. And this one is 10 also. Can you see the shortcut pattern? Any guesses? 15. Someone sees the pattern. This one's 15 too. Okay, if you said 15, you're not allowed to answer the next one. Somebody else has to see the pattern. 20. Good. You don't have to answer the next one. Someone who hasn't answered. 35. And you get 70. We know that that's the answer in the end. Do you see how you can get the next number? If there were 6 paths to this dot, and there were 4 paths to this dot, does it make sense that the only way you could get to the 10 is either by going through the 6 or through the 4? And 6 plus 4 makes 10 spots for the last one. So sometimes this strategy is going to be helpful for us, because you might get the same question, but there's like a pond in the middle. So then you have to deal with that pond. Okay, questions for this one? Just circle number 12. And try some of these from today. So try either 3, 4, 5, 6, or 12.